right, let's see if it's going to work. That got live. So, welcome to MacBean's Guys Fitness. Getting ready for a little breakfast chat. And Binks has been kicked off the island. So, my precious little putty cat was behaving so well, got into a bad habit. Yep, so now she is back to being an outside cat. So I'm going to start today a little fresh squeezed OJ. Now you can eat the oranges too. But sometimes I just like to get the juices out of there. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. So I see, Ray, you were having a little fun. Yesterday I was looking into my analytics and I'm like, I didn't know I had a member called ATF agent. I said, wait a minute, I know who that is. I said, you've probably been up to some mischief. So welcome to the nutrition chat. I'm going to start out with a little dose of vitamin C. Vitamin C is one of those vitamins that has lots and lots of benefits. Vitamin C helps your body heal, gives you energy, helps keep the liver healthy. It's a very, very important item to have. There we go. I'm sure you were having fun. I had to start today with freshly squeezed coffee. Nothing wrong with coffee, it's just not breakfast. Coffee is a stimulant. It tastes good. And right there, already gave me all the vitamin C I needed. For the morning, but remember, vitamin C does not store. So, today we're going to try to get a little bit more energy built up. The whole idea is I'm going to go to the gym a little bit later today. I always have these aspirations that I'm going to get up first thing in the morning. JJ, big hugs. Thanks for popping in. Welcome. And I'm going to do all this stuff real early. But literally, about 7 o'clock is about the earliest I can get up. I'm not getting to bed until midnight. So remember, please stop by and say hi to my sponsor, Lucky O'Day at Cutco.knives. It's in the description. There we go. And also, my other sponsor, Apex Nutrition. That link is also in the description. They do ship. And remember, you can use the code MacBean15. We'll get you a 15% discount. So first, we're going to start with peeling a tater. And basically, I'm trying to get them used up before they start going south on me. Now, when you harvest potatoes from your garden, I had them in 5-gallon buckets for weeks and weeks and weeks. But you got to remember, when you're getting potatoes from the grocery store, they're probably already a month old. So generally, if you don't use them within 2 weeks, it's not a good experience. Let's put it that way. So we bought these last week. So I've been trying to utilize them in breakfast because I'm not really here for dinner. I'm at work. So my dinner is usually a lot earlier during the day. So I got that. I got a green pepper I'm going to put in. The green onions I'm going to use for Chris Marie. How we doing? I appreciate the thumbs up and all that other good YouTube stuff. So yeah, hit the thumbs up, everybody. I do appreciate it. So today's gonna be potatoes. I'm gonna cook in butter, and then we'll chop up green pepper, and then it'll be eggs. So more of a simple breakfast. It doesn't always have to be this big melody. Hey, Michael. Good morning. Looks like you guys are a little sunny over there. It's not sunny here. So we probably got the weather you had earlier. I get that on medium. I get the butter ready to cook the taters in. But I watched your walk video this morning. Like I said, I'm just now starting to get active. There we go. Ta-da! But it's not. It's parquet. No, it's butter. So right now I've got the regular, whatever it happened to be, butter, grade A, double A from the USA. But I'm going to start buying more of the Kerrygold because my niece works for there. No, I do not take TRT. Not at this time. I have not made the decision to do that, which there's a lot of pressure to do. I mean, you see a lot of ads out there now. I've been seeing them more and more increasingly about, the benefits of it. But I talked to a subscriber about a month ago, maybe a little bit further. I met him at the Outpost, and he does take TRT, and he was telling me his experience about it. And he started out with a cream, you rub in your shoulder. I know my Army buddy had to do that because of a medical condition. I asked him, so when my buddy did it, that stopped having its effect. He goes, after about 6 months, he had to go to injections. Then about 6 months after that, he had to double his injections. Instead of once a week, he had to go to twice a week. And so that was always my concern. It was going to be that thing that you had to keep chasing, that it would lose its effect. So I just say, if you are going to do something like that, talk to a doctor who knows about it. Do it under, don't buy it off of, drroydspharmaceutical.com on Facebook. Make sure that you are dealing with a doctor who's doing that. So at this time, no, I am not on any TRT or any of that other stuff. If I do make a decision to go on it, I will let everybody know. A lot of people are taking it. A lot of people are probably benefiting from it in the older generation, but a lot of people in the younger generation are doing it also. I mean, I know of one individual in his 30s taking it, and I don't think that was necessary. And he did ask me, but I think he was asking me because he thought, I took it. I said, no, I don't take it. So who else am I missed here? Somewhere in Texas, good morning. But, make your own decision. You're an adult, make adult decisions. I don't have any opinion one way or another, whether somebody takes, what they call PEDs or not, whether you take TRT or HRT or Tren or Ben or whatever all that stuff is. Just make sure that you're doing it under advice of a doctor. Make sure you're taking care of your liver. All right. A lot of times those things affect your liver. So speaking of the liver, I take milk thistle, which helps keep the liver healthy. I also take turmeric and Morgenia, which helps with the liver and also helps with the breathing. So I take an array of natural supplements. So I take a lot of vitamins and minerals, starting with a multivitamin, and all those have benefits of one or another. And I try to rely on them. I'm on 0 medications. So I don't have anything for blood pressure, for diabetes, or for cholesterol, that stuff. It is all natural at this time remedies. So between the eating better, I don't eat perfect, but eating better, and supplements and herbs and that's how I maintain my health and exercise. And I would invite everybody else to follow that same path. If you really want to learn a lot about herbal remedies and things like that, there's a channel called KC Little Owl, and she covers that in depth. And literally, my health has improved by some of the things I have learned there. But right now, I'm doing it all on just a lot of exercise and sure will. I always tell people, listen, it's not that I'm motivated any more or less than anybody else. It's just I know if I don't walk into the gym, if I don't do those activities, I'm not going to be happy with the way I look. So I can either get in the gym and lift, or I can be in poor shape. So I decided to get in the gym and lift. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? But that was a good question. And it was in the form of a question. I get accused of it a lot. But anybody who is on it, they obviously know the physical signs, because there are physical signs that you're on those things. Puffy face, little acne problem in your 60s. So generally if somebody's on a lot, it's pretty easy to tell. And the ones that are upfront about it and honest, I respect. And the ones that are not, I'm like, okay, whatever. Survival Buzz, how we doing? Thanks for popping in. So I'll be going to the gym about an hour after this. Usually I would kick that heat up a little bit. I'd be on my way to the gym by now, but I figured I'm going to get fueled up and try to do it a little bit different. Today's going to be a bench day. I haven't decided where I'm going to bench yet. It will be in Streeter. It'll be either at the Wellness Operation or Edge Fitness, or possibly both. I might knock it out at one place and do right now I bench heavy for 3 sets of 5 twice a week. Well, there you go. So whenever you feel you want to make that change, there's so many ways that this works. So first of all, how old are you? Because 3 sets of 5 is a way to start growing, but it's not a lot of volume. I imagine you are warming up. Hopefully you're warming up before you do those 3 sets of 5. And then are you also doing other exercises? Are you doing incline? Are you doing flies? Are you doing triceps? So I was doing volume days for a while. And I was just doing that to see how it would work out. And I started getting some results from it. And I'm trying to decide now, am I going to go back to just doing heavy days, or am I going to try to mix it up? So a heavy day and a high volume day is usually a pretty good idea. But you make that decision. Are you the 3 sets of 5, are you showing gains, or are you at a place where you're just kind of maintaining? If you're kind of maintaining, then that would be time to switch it up. If you're still making gains, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Bike riding, yeah. It's getting pretty warm already. You're getting 99 degrees already. They're in Arizona. So what I did the other day, I took my eggshells and I put them in a blender and crunched them all up. Because somebody said, well, that's the way to do it. And boy, it did shred them down a lot. And I was like, okay, wonder what it'll do to orange peels. Let's try something. Let's try something dangerous. Come on. So I got a cheapy. I don't care if I break or not. Yeah, that's just it. You can't get it to stay down there. Wash you later. So all vegetable, fruits, coffee grounds, and eggshells go into the food bucket. And then I take them out to the garden. I got the potatoes cooking, they'll take the longest to cook. So I've been doing a lot of research on the liver lately just because I've seen some misinformation out there on it. Well, we call them half-truths, where they made a statement based off of fact. Hey, Okie Khan, how we doing? On the metric. They'll make a statement based on a true fact on the liver, and then they'll draw the wrong conclusion. But the liver is something you want to keep in healthy. So milk thistle, turmeric, vitamin C, lots of water, good food. So try to stay away from processed foods. Stay away from your Burger Kings and Mickey Donald's. And those will help you stay healthier. So I try to eat as healthy as possible. Can't be 100% at this time because I still work for a living, and sometimes I'm just in an area where I can't get the healthy food, but it's not McDonald's or it's not Burger King where I go to. I usually will buy some rye bread and buy some sandwich meat. Let me see what I'm missing here. Dun, dun, dun. Hey there, Okie Khan. Thanks for joining in. Toasty temperatures. Yep. Not so much. Daryl Calhoun, how we doing? Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Well, it's just another day to me. But I worked a full day yesterday, but it was double time. Double time. Always like double time. I always feel like I get paid twice as much for half the work. Yuck. So, for those of you who haven't been in for a while, the first time, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks for the thumbs up. Make sure you pop in the chat and say hi to everybody. A lot of you I see on other channels, whether it be Angry Prepper, Prepper Nurse One, John at Prepper Nation, or Rudy at Alaska Prepper. All those big channels which I enjoy looking at and watching. Then we have some of our smaller channel people here. The Body Beatdown has content similar to mine. He's a young whippersnapper in his 50s. Casey Little Owl for herbal advice. Ark Wildman Survival for some wholesome down southern what you can go out and pick up and eat. There's going to be some other ones we'll talk about. The prepping artist. They do a live stream, I think twice a week. Northern Girl Hobbies, Alpine Preparedness, which I haven't seen out there for a while. They might be getting busy, which is understandable. So the weather's not going to be decent until about Wednesday. So I'll probably hit the gyms heavy today and tomorrow. And hopefully Wednesday I can throw some discus and go for a hike. This throwing I'm pretty happy with. I think I'm getting it down. I found an event in Iowa on June 10th doing their senior games. There's a guy out there that last year threw 146 feet and some inches. So that's 24 feet further than I threw in Illinois. And I definitely will look forward to seeing him throw. I'm going to go after him, but just the fact to be able to see somebody throw at that level is a great opportunity. There's also one Memorial Weekend in St. Louis that I still have time to sign up for. I was going to talk to Mrs. Scottish Fitness about that last night, but that's the problem when I work at late. She's kind of out of it when I get home. And when she gets up, well, I'm kind of out of it. There we have two people who are out of it. The time to add the green peppers in. Yesterday I also did onions and green onions. I managed to cook all of my mushrooms, which I want to do, because a lot of times they end up spoiling in the fridge. So remember, cooking in butter and animal fats, meat fats, is healthier than cooking in seed oils. Seed oils, I guess, is like the worst thing you can cook in. Not what they were telling us, but now we found that out. You just gotta remember they are the worst ones. See what I've missed here? Anything? No. There we go. Thanks. 9 thumbs up. All right, doing really well. And I probably will have another live stream at the gym, or at least videos that I'll be posting later. I think I'm probably going to stop at 2 gyms today. Work out an hour at the Edge, and then maybe kick out another hour at the Wellness Center. So we get there at 10, 10 to 11, 12 to 1, grocery store, get back in time to go to work. And sometimes I don't mind doing that, being that busy, because if I get home too early, then sometimes I just nap. And then when I nap, it messes with me when I get back home and go to sleep. Still kicking. Everybody remember to be still kicking. Keep on prepping and still kicking. Don't worry about the situation of what's going on in the rest of the world, because it doesn't directly affect us most of the time. And as long as you've got extra food and water and other things, you'll be better off than 98% of the nation. To the scary thought. But at this time, looks like about time for me to get some fresh flowers again. They do last quite a long time. I'm surprised. What I do is I throw these over where I got a bunch of maple trees, and maybe they'll start growing there. We'll see. Because that's what I want to do is next week, at least get 3 days of throwing in, hike down the road, at least one hike in the woods, and then a couple more trips to the gym. Keep stepping on the same penny. Starting to irritate me. See a penny, pick it up. The rest of the day I have good luck. So shout out to my sponsors. Lucky O'Day at CutcoCom.nice. So we want some really good cooking utensils. Please check them out. It's in the description. Apex Nutrition for my supplements. They're based out of Short, Illinois, but they do ship. And remember, MacBean 15 will get you a 15% discount. My liver was damaged when they couldn't figure out I had, looks like a blood flu. So many steroids. Can you tell me the milk thistle as a tea? I do it as a pill. So literally just went to, oh, it's right here. I just went to my local Walmart and got it under Spring Valley milk thistle. 175 milligrams, and it's 1 capsule daily. And also, turmeric in any form is going to be good for it. Turmeric in the Mergina that I take really helps me breathe. It is I'm gonna figure out where I put that. There we go. So that's something I take every day. It helps keep me healthy. All right, so now we have the incredible edible egg, one of the best forms of nutrition out there. All right, it has all 20 amino acids. One of the very few foods that does. And they're, depending on the size of the egg, they're about 6 to 8 grams protein per egg. What I do is I just pop some in there. They're a teeny little egg. And I say about farm fresh eggs is they have a much more colorful yolk. So their yolk is almost orange versus the yellow ones. So then I put on my secret spices, which suspiciously looks like salt and pepper. Not a lot, just enough for flavor. Then I just scramble the eggs in there. Mix it up. Trying to make like a, I guess what I call a sloppy omelet. So to Alex who asked about the TRT, if you're still on, there's a lot of things you can do to naturally stimulate TRT production. Number one is get at least 6 hours of sleep a night. Generally, men who have low testosterone as they get older is because they're not sleeping enough. Staying away from processed foods. And taking arginine at night can help. And exercise. All those things will stimulate that. So having a healthy lifestyle will help you keep your levels of TRT where they need to be. Are they going to drop off as you get older? Yep, that's just kind of the way we are. But if you're not sleeping at least 6 to 8 hours a night, you correct that and you'll probably find yourself getting more energy. You don't need to sleep more than that. Sometimes sleeping too long messes you up also. Eating healthy meals, starting out the day with a good breakfast. Right? Starting out with a good breakfast, not coffee. Well, you can start with coffee, but have breakfast afterward. All righty. Breakfast is swag. Woo-hoo. That's eating good in the neighborhood. Remember, you get all sorts of cool stuff, like Beans Kindness Fitness coffee cups, t-shirts, and hoodies at my daughter's ST shop. Fallout Umbrella on Esty, which is also, you guessed it, in the description. I like Fairlife, because Fairlife has half the sugar, 50% more protein per serving. So let that rest for a few minutes. Put my eggs away. I did pick up 2 more dozen from the neighbor. So I was getting down. Started with 8, and I was down to 4, and I got 6 again. They said they were going to be gone all week. I wanted to make sure I got my eggs. And I'll go out to the garden. I'll stomp on it, crunch, crunch, crunch. And breakfast. Wait. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. Good natural food. So tasty. Blood sugar, wow. Yeah. I am fortunate on that. My last physical, the doctor was even mad. At your age, you should have blood pressure problems. You should have sugar problems. So, I hate to disappoint you, but I really work to make sure that don't happen. And if you are at that point where that's happening, there are things you can do to improve your situation, but it takes time and it takes effort. I pop on there and find out supplements that can help those things, and take those supplements. Try and take them for food. And sometimes we're not healthy because we just don't put forth that little bit of effort. I mean, even remember to take the medicine. I carry most of this stuff in my gym bag that I keep in the car. So sometimes in the morning, I forgot to take that stuff. Well, I got it right here. So I kind of know where I kind of get confused and take steps to combat that. Well, I hope it does too. A friend of mine I grew up with, he's got it really bad. And with him, it's hereditary. His dad had it. He's Native American, and they're just not good against digesting sugar. Because for like 10 generations, it was really not an issue for them. Was it until we came over and go, here, sugar, wow, this stuff's good. And their body genetically has a problem with it. So the milk thistle is the thing I just started adding this month or last month. It's May already. And I just did that where I was watching Tasty Little Owl. I said, I'm going to sit there and do some research and see what's good for me. There's a lot of the stuff you're not going to get from food. And I'd rather be taking a herbal remedy, a natural remedy, than be taking a I hate to have to be on a prescription drug. And that's the one thing I do like about it is I'm not on any prescription drugs. And I'm going to try to work to keep that the case as long as I can. We'll see how good I am at that. But I think as long as I keep eating healthy, as long as I keep the exercise going, positive attitude, I should be good. So this is the turmeric and Morgana. And I notice that I breathe much better with that. Mm-mm-mm. Sure. Oh boy, I gotta get the glasses on. NCD2 for metal detox is helping. I'm about to look that up. The NCD2. I'm gonna write that down. I was doing a little bit more research on it yesterday. NCO2 drops. If I don't write it down, it'll go away. There's these strong mints. A whole bunch of them there. Huh. Wonder how old they are. Very good. Well, appreciate that hint. So I'm gonna finish my breakfast. Everybody, thanks for stopping in on that. Thanks for the chat. Always like when we get a nice engaging chat. It does help everything get going. Natural cellular defense. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will probably order that today. But I do have a pretty full cabinet of stuff. And some of them I take once a week, some of them I take a couple times a week, some, and then the stuff I take every day. And just, I've noticed my health has been far better, and doesn't mean that you'll never get sick. You're still going to be times that your body gets worn down for one reason or another, but at least you'll have a better opportunity of your body fighting it back and recovering. So remember, rest, nutrition, and proper exercise, at least 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week, will help your physical health, which will also help your mental health. Oh, thank you, JP Hugs. I appreciate that. And I'll probably be firing up a live stream later on this morning at the gym. And if your guys are just bored, silly, feel free to stop in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, the subscribe, the bell icon, all that cool YouTube stuff. I do appreciate those who do sit there and support the channel in that way, and the ones that are also on the occasional gift of money, which I put forward to all my events. So the event on May 20th has been paid for and sponsored by Apex Nutrition. Apex Nutrition LLC in Shorewood, Illinois. The link to their website is included in the description if you want some good supplements for lifting support and other things. They will ship to you. MacBean 15 gets you a 15% discount. Let me type that in there for you. And that lets them know I sent you. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Teresa, good morning. Thanks for popping in here. We're just getting ready to close off. But I had a wonderful breakfast. We talked about some supplements for the liver. And that was about it. And I'm just going to finish up eating my good food. But thanks for stopping by. I probably will do another live stream in a couple hours from the gym. I'm going to try to stream. Yeah, Lone Wolf. I'm going to try to stream when I'm at working out. At least at the one gym because I can. And then maybe at the other one also. Here we go. Da-da-da.